Morning peeps, good morning everyone, how are we all doing? Hopefully you guys are all doing well. Don't forget, hit that subscribe button if you guys are new to the channel. Don't forget as well to like and share the vids. We are very close to 37,000 subscribers, people. I think we're only a couple of hundred away. It would be nice to get that nice round figure before the end of the year. So if you haven't subscribed, please do. I remember the target was 40,000 subscribers. We're obviously not going to hit that. We could have got that, you know. If it wasn't for my inconsistency with this channel, I think we could have got it. But still, 37,000, I think it's a good achievement and a nice way to end the year. So please, if you haven't subscribed, hit that subscribe button. All right, what is there to talk about from the world of boxing today? All right, Chisora Praises Ref for stopping the fight. I was not doing much anyway. You know what? We might do just a separate Chisora video here, and then we'll do another video catching up on all the weekend's action and all the other weekend talking points. Let's talk about this. Chisora praising ref for stopping the fight. Obviously, Chisora, that fight ended in, what, the 10th round. Victor Loughlin decided enough was enough. We did a wrap video immediately. I've now watched a few more interviews. I've watched highlights of the fight back. I know it was painful to watch, but I did watch highlights of the fight back. So I feel like we can maybe talk about it a bit more now and go maybe a bit more in depth. Initially, I did say Chisora should retire. I think I did a video immediately after saying, you know what, enough's enough. I think I tweeted it as well, and it got quite a big response. I said, look, enough. Like, Chisora, call it quits. I've had a couple of days to think about it, and I'm still sticking with that, firmly sticking with it. Chisora should call it quits. Whether or not he does is a whole different discussion, but that's just my own personal take on it. And it's not even a dig at Dereck Chisora. I'm a big Dereck Chisora fan. I've said this on past videos. Chisora opened up his gym to me when I first started this YouTube boxing thing, maybe about 6-7 years ago. In fact, it was 2014. And I remember it now because it was in the lead up to the second Fury fight. He welcomed me and Ryan down to the gym. We were nobodies, and we had a couple of hundred subscribers. And Don Charles and Chisora welcomed us in the gym. You can probably, if you go onto Box Talk's YouTube page, so it's the old boxing channel I used to do with Ryan, just check on the videos and you just type it in Chisora, you'll see us with a dodgy camera in there filming. So look, I've always been a big fan of Chisora, and I think that's probably why I'm more saying he should retire, because I'm a fan of his, and I don't want to see Chisora in a few years' time struggling to speak if he takes the punishment that he's taken. He's clearly taking punishment in these fights, and I mean, he's lucky on Saturday night that I think Fury went easy on him, and we saw Fury going easy on him. We still saw what Fury was able to do. Some will say, well, one second, Ade, you know, he's fought Usyk, he's fought Parker twice, he's fought Pulev, he's fought Fury. If he goes down a level, maybe he'll be competitive and he'll might beat some of those other guys. And yeah, he might beat them, but he's not going to run through them to the point where he doesn't take punishment. Like, Chisora is not going to, unless you're putting him against a scrub. And I don't think he's going to want to fight a scrub. He's going to take punishment from whoever he fights. So for me, Chisora should hang him up. He should hang him up, and he should look back on his career, and he should be very proud of what he's achieved. You look at Chisora, you're not talking about sort of boxing beautiful, are you? You're not talking boxing brilliance. He's just been able to find a way to get the job done and stay relevant at a time when people almost only give props to the fighters that have lost once or twice. He's lost double-digit fights, and he's been able to stay in there and make millions and headline shows, headline pay-per-views, arenas, now stadiums. Honestly, you can't credit the man enough, that will to want to continue and to keep reinventing himself. He's gone from Del Boy to War Chisora, little things like that. But it all comes to an end. It's not a problem. It all comes to an end. He's 38. So even forget the standpoint of he's losing fights and he's getting beaten up. Just from the standpoint of, from an athlete's perspective, he's 38. It's over. It's done. Not everyone can be Floyd or Bernard Hopkins or anyone else that's George Foreman. It's over, and it's okay for it to be over. I've always said, and you guys know the phrase, get in, get rich, get out. He's got in. Hopefully, he's got very rich. Hopefully, he's been smart with his money, which I'm sure he has. He's got good people around him. And now it's time to get out. It really is. I thought it was very sad. And I have to admit, I'm a bit soft. So I was almost a bit teary-eyed when Fury went into the changing room and he saw Chisora there and his kids, and he's talking to Fury, and he can barely talk because I'm guessing his jaw might have been broken, or it was very swollen. He couldn't even eat the Five Guys burger. And it's nice to see that kind of behind the scenes stuff, but it's also made me even more say, okay, Chisora, that's it. That's it. I mean, that's it, surely. I mean, whoever watched that, if you are very much on the, give Chisora one more, give him a couple more, let him decide, and you might just be that, and no problems with that. But if you were that, and then you saw that behind the scenes footage, and you still think that, then I don't know what to tell you. Honestly, I don't know what to tell you. I think that little 5-minute video there should tell you that enough's enough. He could barely speak. His face is all swollen. And look, that will all go down in a few days, right? His face will be back to normal. He'll be talking. He'll have the glasses on. He'll be Del Boy again. But then he'll get in the ring and he'll take more punishment. And I just think this sport is far too dangerous for fighters to, at that age, any age, but at that age particularly, to continue taking punishment. Far too dangerous. He takes way too many shots, way too many. Look, I was saying he should retire after the Parker fight, and he continued. He got the Pulev win, and then he got a world title shot. What a way to go out as well. I mean, what's the problem? In front of, 60-odd thousand against the number one heavyweight on the planet. Yes, you lost, but hey, you made, I'm hearing a career high payday, which might be true, might not. I don't know. He's had some good paydays. I thought maybe that the David Haye fight back in the day was a good one, because that was a big fight. But maybe this is a career high payday. What are we in it for? Hey, what are we in this sport for? He's not going to become a world champion. Unless something crazy happens, he won't become a world champion. He's fought the best. He has. He's fought the best. He's fought Vitali. Hayes, no scrub. Fury, Usyk. He's fought some great fights. He's been robbed a few times. Hellenius, Dillian White first time round. He's had some really good comeback wins. Carlos Takam, literally, I mean, he's done it all. He's done it all. Apart from become world champion, he's done it all. And he stayed relevant. And again, in a time when most people literally cross out a fighter after he's lost a couple of times, Chisora's lost, I'm going to say 14 times now. I could be wrong. Let's have a quick look. I think it might be 14. 2 secs. Just getting up box rec. 13 times. Chisora's lost 13 times. That's over a third of his boxing career, but he's still stayed relevant, and you have to applaud that. But again, it's time. It's time, and there's no shame in it. Honestly, there's no shame in it, man. I wish there was I'm not sure if there is, but a British Boxing Hall of Fame. Obviously, Chisora is not going to make the Hall of Fame, but if there was a British Boxing Hall of Fame, I think Chisora would be in it. I think he'd be in it. I think the service he's given to British boxing over the years, the entertainment, not just in the ring, but the press conferences have always been something to watch. You're waiting to see what happens when Chisora's there. The weigh-ins have always been interesting. But no, not for me. Not for me. I want it. I want it to be over. I really do. And look, obviously Fury really highlighted it, but he could go in there against someone that isn't a Fury, that doesn't want to take it easy on him, and that person could really hurt him. Really, really hurt him. So I know he wants one more. I think he'd done an interview with, it was either Boxing Social or Seconds Out, and he said something along the lines of, he's going to go home, rest up, heal up, but he doesn't want to go out like that. I don't know, man. I don't know. How do you, who can they feed him to so he gets a W? But then is he going to be up for that because it's not going to be competitive? What's a 50-50 fight for him? If we are realistically thinking of him having a couple more, maybe one more, right? Who is that guy that you get up for? You're going to watch it because you're excited for it, and you think he's got a chance. I can't think of who that guy is right now. Not sure. I'm actually not sure who it is. And if I can't think of who that is, then maybe that's it. Honestly, maybe that's it. I said yesterday, on Saturday, that I hope he's got good people around him. I hope he's got people around him. And look, because Chisora, there's so many broadcasters now. Chisora could go on another broadcast and make money, right? So there will be offers. There will be these promoters and these broadcasters that maybe don't think of his health like the way I do and just see pound signs or dollar signs and think, oh, you know what? One more, come a couple more. He'll put bums on seats. Hopefully there's other people around him that are like, stop, dude. Because that was a one-sided beatdown. Like, I'd rather what happened to Dillian White happen to him. Like, get knocked out and it's over, it's done. That's it, it's done. You don't take the punishment. Imagine if Fury really put it on him. Like, really put it on him when he had him in the corner. It wouldn't have been good. It wouldn't have been good. So look, in ending, I hope that's the last we see of Chisora. Again, I don't mean any disrespect. I know everyone watches these videos. Well, I like to think they do. I don't mean any disrespect. It's more me as a friend. I don't know if I'm that with Chisora, but as a friend, someone that sees him at events and has a conversation with him and always shows me respect. As a friend, you've entertained me enough, big man. You've entertained me enough. I have found you as entertaining as any heavyweight out there over the last 10 years. What you've done in and out of the ring, I know this is going to piss off a lot of people. The slap that you gave to Vitali, I was like, what is this guy doing? What fight was it that he kissed? Was it Baker? Can't remember the name, but I think you guys know I'm talking about, the big fighter from the UK. The stuff with David Hay, Pulev madness that kicked off when he fought Pulev the first time, the war paint against Usyk, the back and forths of Dillian White. Oh, you've entertained me, but you've done enough. Let someone else do the entertaining now, please. Yeah? All right. Peace and love.